Hey everyone, good morning. It's Rachel from my Denture Adventure. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about denture sores. So as you can tell, my speech is not as great as it once was. My smile is a little bit crooked because I ended up, and most people get these a lot sooner, but this was my first experience. I had two of them this week that started, and then due to just my denture being in and pressure on it, they kind of like popped and broke open, and then I had an infection, and so and it was the right side of my face, so my face was all swollen up. The pain was insane. Like, I haven't had pain like that in a while with this process. So I just want to talk to you through some of the things that I have learned that help. So one, saltwater rinses were life-saving. Doing saltwater rinses 3 to 4 times a day really did help them heal a lot faster than if I wouldn't have done that. Secondly, you can take, obviously, like ibuprofen, like regular ibuprofen, but another trick that I used is I got kids ibuprofen and I rubbed it with a Q-tip. I put it on the inside of my denture palate, right where those sores were, and it would kind of like take the pain away for at least 3 to 4 hours. So that's another thing to do if you're someone that doesn't like to maybe take the like the ibuprofen by tablet. You could do that, where you take the kids Benadryl and just rub it inside the denture. I found that kicked in quicker than taking the tablet. So I did the saltwater rinses. I did that for the pain. And then the biggest thing, and this was hard. Now, luckily yesterday I didn't have to work outside of my home, so I could do this, but just giving myself some time without them in. Because even today, and they're much better today, it is still sore. It's still not 100%. As you can tell, like, I don't typically, I would use adhesive and really have them in tight because they're starting to get big, and use like the extra strong grip. I didn't do that. I actually used the poly grip today, and I find that poly grip does not hold mine in as well at all. Fixodent holds them in like cement, but it's also like cement to get out of your mouth. So days that, maybe I have a sore, I do the poly grip instead. So I used that this morning so they would stay in case I did eat anything while I was out. But they're not in so tight that when I have to try to get them out later on tonight, I'm not like in tears and in pain. And then tomorrow I actually have to do some preaching at our church. Most of you know that have been on my channel for a while that I am a next gen pastor at a local church. So I actually have to do some preaching in front of a crowd of people. So we will see how that goes. But yeah, I just wanted to give you some advice with those that worked for me. If the infection is really bad, so my face was pretty swollen up. The other thing that I did was I used ice. Now, I have ice packs, and I'm not at home, so I don't have it with me to show, but maybe I'll do a whole thing on ice packs. But I got these amazing ice packs that they were refillable, reusable ones. They weren't the ones that you crack. They weren't like the hard, big ones that you put in a cooler. They look like the size of like one of those shower puffs that you would use in the shower. So it was kind of like that size, but it was a reusable one. And those have been a lifesaver. They were a lifesaver when I had my surgery, and again the last couple days they've been a lifesaver as well. And then I did call my dentist and say, hey, I have this going on, my whole face is swollen. they did want me to do an antibiotic just because I am prone to getting infections very easily, and they didn't want one to start brewing up. So that is my advice for denture sores. You also can use Benzodent. I've used that in the past as well after surgery, but I have found that, just like I said, doing the saltwater rinses, the ibuprofen, children's ibuprofen rubbed on the inside of the denture, and then ice packs, and for me, a little bit of ibuprofen, or a little bit of antibiotic. You may not need the antibiotic. I'm just kind of prone to infection, so they didn't want to take a chance. But that is how I've dealt with these denture sores. I ended up with 3 of them at the top of my mouth, and it was pretty brutal from a pain perspective. I haven't had pain like that since my surgery. So that is how I dealt with those sores, and just wanted to pass along some information, because I know when you hit roadblocks and bumps and challenges, it's really helpful to be able to look up content and see, like, okay, what did they do and what worked for them. It may not all work for you, but some of those things that I listed may be things that work for you. So hopefully you are enjoying this Saturday. It is a beautiful morning here in Western Pennsylvania. We do not get a whole lot of clear, pretty, sunny blue skies. I live towards Pittsburgh, so we get a lot of gray, cloudy skies, even days that it's warm. So hopefully wherever you are, it's sunny and beautiful, and you have a great, amazing rest of your day. And as always, please like, subscribe, share, comment. I will respond in the comments. I missed you guys, so it's good to be back and be able to communicate with all you guys again. And I'll have more videos. I'll put on at least 1 or 2